Okay, everybody, I have finished drawing my Romero Britto inspired work of art. I have my letters in the center, ART for art. I have all my line and shape patterns that I learned about last time. So now it's time to add a little bit more color, and we're going to use watercolor paint today. So before we do that, though, we have to learn about or review warm and cool colors. So let's talk about the warm and cool colors. Boys and girls, when I talk about warm colors, what I'm talking about are reds, oranges, and yellows. These are the warm colors. Think about things that are hot, like fire. The cool colors are always going to be blue, green, and purple. Notice how the cool colors or the cold colors are always darker. The warm colors are always brighter or lighter. So we have to remember that when we're painting our pictures today, boys and girls, because any space where you have a cool color, you're going to paint a warm color on top. Any space that you have a warm color, you're going to paint a cool color on top. This is so that our warm colors and cool colors will stand out against each other. That's called contrast. We don't want to put a warm color on top of a warm color because they won't stand out very well. So let me show you what I mean. Here's my watercolor tray. And remember, I have my watercolor paint, my brush, and my cup, and my rag to wipe on. So remember, when I use my watercolor paint, I always have to dip in my water first, and then just lightly tap in my color. I don't want to get it too sloppy and wet, just a little bit, so that I know I have a little bit of paint on there. And now I have picked blue. So I have a dark color on here, a cool color. So I'm gonna pick a spot where I see a warm color to paint on top of. This yellow is a perfect spot. So watch what happens when I paint the blue over the yellow. They really stand out against each other. Blue and yellow, warm and cool colors next to each other stand out, look really great next to each other. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna wash my brush off now, wipe on the rag, get all that blue off, dip in my water again. I'm gonna pick up warm color this time. How about some red? Tap, tap, tap. Okay, now I have a warm color. I'm gonna find a cool color to paint on top of, like this purple. Paint over the purple with the red. All right, you know what I think is happening, boys and girls? This color that I just painted looks a little purpley as well. I think I had too much blue on my brush. I think I need to wash my brush off again. Clean that red and get a little bit of new red. Try it again. There we go. That looks more red to me. Okay, I'm going to keep going here, and I'm going to paint all of my spaces. I think I'll try this space next. So that's a cool color, green. I need to pick a warm color. How about orange? Okay, I'm going to paint over all that space there. Now this watercolor paint is going right over the oily oil pastel, and it's sticking to the paper, but it's not sticking to the oil pastel. That's exactly what we want. We want it to stick to the paper. This is called wax resist. Okay, let's see. I think I need to get a little bit more orange on there. It's not sticking to my paper very well. There we go. A little bit more color so it really sticks to the paper. Okay, what's next? How about this orange color? I need to pick a cool color to go on top. Maybe I'll pick green. All right, when I have finished this, I will know I'm done if I have painted all of my spaces nice and neat. I'm trying to stay just inside of this space right here, not go in the other spaces. If you need a small brush, boys and girls, for a really small area like one of these, you can ask me for a smaller brush. This brush is probably not great for a small area. And boys and girls, if your paper is starting to get a little bit too wet, like you just have too much watercolor paint and it's starting to run off your paper, oh no! We need to go get a paper towel and dab, dab, dab on that spot to get it a little more dry, okay? So that's what we're gonna practice today. Fill in all your spaces. Make this look nice and finished and complete.